right, T-Bone, let's transition to top five here. So
Yep.
let's preface here. I think part of our redemption, if you will, for not including U of H on our top five golf list, we have decided to review or to give our top five private golf courses in the city of Houston. Houston heavy episode. That's why we're here, coming to you from Houston, Texas. T-Bone and I, native Houstonian, so we've been fortunate to play a number of these courses, but we're going to include courses we haven't necessarily played. So it's going to be just top courses in the city of Houston. T-Bone, before we get going, are we doing strictly golf, or are we doing also all the amenities that go with it?
I think that's part of the beauty of the list. You gotta decide, do you want to forfeit golf or facilities? And I think I also want to preface Houston area.
Yes, big difference there. Greater Houston
Houston
area is
area.
huge
And I
because
think
there's not
to
enough private courses between the two of us just in
yeah,
Houston.
yeah. And we were trying to come up with this list, and I think first off, this is a list that at least I'm passionate about because I would love to join one of these clubs one day. Like as you heard earlier, I spend more time than I'd like at golf courses where bodies are thrown into the ponds. So um, I would like to graduate one day. So I had a lot of thought into this list. So this is what I'm excited about. And yeah, Houston Pride. Let's kick it off. I think I went first last time.
Let's go Cougs.
Yeah.
They're actually in the Sweet 16. Yes, you went first last time, so it is my turn to go first, T-Bone. And here, I think I'm going to steal one from you. I'm going to go Lochinvar. Lochinvar number one. I know it's a course that you adore or admire greatly. It's one of those I've yet to play. So anybody who knows somebody, looking at you, Thomas, hook me up. I'm just looking at you, Tolson. No, I'm just kidding. So yeah, I mean Lochinvar, number one. What can you say about it? It's one of the best. It's my opinion the number one course in Houston. So number one goes Lochinvar.
Yeah. Great first pick. It's a special place. It's the most unique golf club, I might add, golf club that I've been a part of. But such a cool place. We'll try and get you on someday. I don't know if
I,
I'm the guy to do it,
I
but
appreciate that.
great first pick. All right, I'm also going to go with a course I've never played, but I think it's the OG Country Club in the Houston area, probably closest to the center of Houston. I'm going to go River Oaks Country Club. I I've had the chance to go to like a breakfast fundraiser there and didn't get to see a lot, but I think it's just one of those clubs. It's the most prestigious. It feels like it's probably one of the oldest, probably the most wealthy, if I'm being honest. I mean, it is big shot. It's got everything. I don't
It's
know
got
as much
everything.
about the golf course, but it is the most, got to be one of the most prestigious golf clubs, country clubs in Houston. So
You want to talk old oil money? River Oaks is your club. So I think that really kind of sums it up. That's all you need to know. Let's see. I think very worthy first round draft pick there, Thomas. So, all right, I went Lochinvar, ROCC. I might throw you a curveball here. This might be reaching a bit, but it is personally my favorite golf course in the city of Houston. I'm going to Shadowhawk. Shadowhawk is
nice.
number two. Yeah, man, it's a little older now, I would say. Probably open around 2000 ish, somewhere around there. But it's just phenomenal. It's on the outer parts of Houston, down in Richmond, but it's a phenomenal golf course. I've played it a couple times and just love it. It's a good test of golf. That's one reason why I like it. So that's why Shadowhawk gets the nod for number two for me.
And correct me if I'm wrong. It used to be Shadowhawk and the Houstonian as two courses together, and now it was Shadowhawk was like the super exclusive, and you had the Houston that was also private or Houstonian. Now it's been changed to Shadowhawk and Blackhawk.
Yeah, so without boring, hopefully not boring people too much, but Shadowhawk was its own club. It was just right next door to the Houstonian. And so there is a
Yep.
new ownership group that came out and bought out the old Houstonian. Now it's called Blackhawk. It's Encinitas Golf, or it's called Escalante Golf. Bought it. They're the same golf organization that bought, I think, the Golf Club of Houston too, if I'm not mistaken. So they bought Houstonian, Golf Club of Houston, I think one other one. I can't remember off the top of my head. But so because it was right next to Shadowhawk, they named it Blackhawk. So Houstonian doesn't have ownership group on that golf course anymore, if I'm not mistaken.
Mhm.
So, which I always thought was weird because Houstonian is like a club off Post Oak in the middle of Houston, but then
Yeah.
the golf club was way out in Richmond. It wasn't even close. So,
Yeah. Yeah. That was odd. But
yeah.
yeah, great pick. I've played, I think, just 9 holes there, but it's pretty awesome. Definitely the golf course is insane. So wasn't expecting that one.
There you
So
go.
I'll probably give you another wild card here that probably isn't on your radar. New to the game, a lot of hype. I'm going to go Blue Jack.
Love it.
Blue Jack, Tiger built. I heard the facilities are amazing. It's like, I want to say you have to own land in that area to now be a member. So that's going to be a tough one for me to join. But
These are all going to be tough for us to join, Scott.
yeah, podcast. We need subscriptions, people. Let's go. But
Hook us up.
yeah, I've just seen pictures and the amenities and everything. It's got to be amazing. And yeah, the first two are ones that I haven't played yet, but I've heard a lot of good things. So yeah, I'll go Blue Jack as two.
Okay, I like it. So we got 9 minutes here, Scap. So to for my number three, man, I feel bad kind of picking these because a lot of great courses are going to slip a bit. I'm going the club at Houston Oaks. Houston Oaks is number three. Uh, Newer as well. They recently redid it. It hosts the Big 12 Match Play Championship. It's out in Hockley, Texas. So like that is probably as far reaching as you can get for the greater Houston area. But I mean, that golf course is absolutely phenomenal. I played it once and it just everything was perfect. Everything absolutely perfect. So that's why I got to go Houston Oaks is number three for me.
And if you remember, I've never played it. I've heard the same thing, and I've heard it from our only PGA Tour player guest. Chris Stroud said Houston Oaks is the best golf course in Houston. So that's got to mean something.
There you go. Stand by it.
Yeah. All right. My number three, I've got to go Houston Country Club. I've only played it once. Again, I think it just being in the heart of basically Houston on the Bayou, super exclusive. Also, just the most classic family friendly country club. The pool, the tennis courts, big clubhouse, golf course. I don't know if they ever did this. I always heard rumors that they built a parking garage under the driving range. I don't know if that's true or not, but they do a lot of crazy stuff like that, I'm sure. And that place has always been pretty special.
Yeah, the problem is with ROCC and HCC, Harvey really jacked with them. Harvey really, because the Bayou goes along both those clubs, and like number eight on the Houston Country Club, I heard literally like fell into the Bayou because of
Oh yeah,
the flood was so intense. So
yeah. And I've heard that renovate. So a lot of these big shot clubs, there's big time money thrown into renovations, and there's renovations are like dams and bayou and flooding, which
yeah,
sucks. But yeah, it's still got to be on the
absolutely.
list. So
So for my number four, again, probably slip. I think this is a good value pick. I'm gonna go Champions. Champions Golf Club at number four, hosting a lot of LPGA Tour major championships. The club of Jackie Burke. This as the story goes, he got really pissed off at ROCC River Oaks, and so he made his own club. Him and Jimmy Demerit. So yeah, champions. Jackie Burke, oldest Masters champion, still alive. I can't confirm, he still goes to the club as often as he can at 95, 96 years old. So the guy's a legend. Champions, I got 36 holes out there. I've never played it, so that's one of my goals is to get out there. But that's why I think Champions. I think they come in at a good value pick of number four.
It's a great pick. Never played it either, but that's one of those places that's a golf club. I know you've got to have a handicap, like a legit handicap to be a member there.
Yeah,
Big on, knowing the game. Uh, I
no
think you
tennis
gotta like take
courts.
take your hat off. Yeah, take your hat off in the clubhouse, all that stuff. So super old school. I've heard good things. Definitely want to play that one.
Yep.
I think that's a good pick.
Thank
All
you.
right, number 4. I'm pretty surprised this fell to 4. Got to be the best clubhouse in Houston by a long shot. New course coming, amazing facilities, Lakeside Country Club. It's incredible. The clubhouse is just so cool. And even when they had the older clubhouse and the older golf course, I loved this place. So spent a lot of time out there, and that's always been a great course. I hope it's even better. I can't imagine it's not, but yeah, again, one of those clubs impacted by Harvey, and they took advantage of it because it's freaking awesome now.
Yeah, it really is. As you mentioned, currently under redesign at the moment, blew the whole thing up. It should, if it stays on schedule, should be ready to rock by October, I believe. But yeah, if you weren't going to pick Lakeside, I was. I was debating between Champions or Lakeside for number 4. I went with Champions mostly because it's 36 holes as well. But I mean, the fact that you're getting Lakeside here at number 4 is a great pick.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Yes, yes, sir. Yeah, kind of surprised that that fell to number 4 as well. But I mean, there are a lot of really good courses here in the city of Houston. So if I, for my last pick, I really want to go with one of the smaller clubs, and I'm obviously biased towards one. I'm not going to pick them though, T-Bone. You know who I would pick. Maybe I'll give them the
Yeah.
honorable mention. I'm going to go Carlton Woods
Oh,
from
oh man, what a pick! What a
for my
pick!
number 5. I mean, the fact that Carlton Woods is sitting here at number 5 is outrageous, right? I mean, it's one of the premier clubs in the Houston. It's up in the Woodlands, 36 holes as well. I mean, Carlton Woods, I don't know what more you can say about how nice it is, but it's up there with all the clubs we mentioned earlier. It's just, look, we got to make decisions. And the fact that it's sitting in my lap here at number 5, I'm going to take it and run for my last pick.
That's a good pick. I didn't think of that one at all, if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah.
But there's some sneaky clubs up there in the Woodlands that you don't really think about it when you don't if you don't really think about it. But Carlton Woods has definitely got to be the best one in the Woodlands, and again, most exclusive, nicest course, all that good stuff. So,
Yep.
all right, I I have to go opposite of you. I've got to do the personal pick. Course I grew up, got a lot of the listenership support out there out at this club. Got to go Pine Forest to take us home. 27 holes. They've got Scooter, the best in the business. Um, love the place. Grew up on it. I haven't played there in years, which is kind of sad. But I heard they're redoing the course each 9 at a time. Again, another perk, 27 holes. So get to see the airplanes come in, all that good stuff. So that one's special. I think it would be just so wrong if I didn't pick them. So
Yep.
um, yeah, have to wrap up with Pine Forest. But going through this list and thinking about clubs, that it is crazy. I've got like 10 to 15 more that are just incredible golf courses that I left off the list. So the
Yeah.
honorable mention is wild here.
All right, let's do
Bra-
some honorable mentions. Who you got?
Brayburn killed me not to put on the list. Brayburn's
Yeah.
awesome, old school, recently redone. Royal Oaks, Westwood, Riverbend.
Sugar Creek.
Oh shit, sorry, Sugar Creek.
Sugar Creek, man. Come on, show me some love.
Yeah, Sugar Creek's again. The 27 holes is a game changer. Northgate, Falcon
Northgate.
Head.
Sweetwater
Yep.
out in Sugarland. Even if you want to throw in the Woodland, how about the Woodlands Country Club, man? They have like 4 golf courses. If you want to throw in Kingwood as well, Kingwood's got like 4 or 5 golf courses. There's a ton of really good. I mean, how about the Golf Club of Houston? That hosted the PGA Tour stop here before they opened up the tournament course. That's a great private course too.
Yeah. No, there's a ton. There's a ton. This was tough. I was kind of thinking we weren't going to be able to get there, but we got there with 5 solid ones. So
I
that
think
was
we
a fun
got there
one.
easily.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
Man, how about that? Yeah, Brayburn, all the ones that you mentioned. Part of me like wants to show love to Falcon Point. I just don't know if I can do it. Sorry, Preston and Trey, but it's too much water. That course is 17 out of 18 holes has water on it. That's just crazy town. But yeah, I mean, good list. I think hopefully the Instagram numbers will reflect accordingly. I think this should be split pretty 50-50.